Hello and welcome back to yet another quick and dirty review. Today the product which we will be looking at is a Tomo 18650 dual 18650 battery bank, a DIY battery bank for that matter, from Gearbest.com. As usual, I'll be leaving the purchase links for this in the description, and let's without further ado get into the review. First of all, Tomo is an excellent brand. I definitely recommend buying one of these. I think Tomo makes excellent quality battery apparel, battery chargers and battery banks. And in general, their quality, the build quality, the circuitry inside them is amazing. Let me just quickly give a zoom onto the back here so you can read the standard text that they give in the back. It's a 5-volt digital products charging station, which basically means it takes a micro USB input over here and charges up, which I'll show you in a second, 18650 lithium ion cells. It takes two 18650 lithium ion cells, which means that you can basically put in any battery you want. It's a power bank that can be renewed, basically. It has an infinite lifespan, considering that you have a supply of 18650 batteries, which is amazing in my opinion. I think it's much better than ordering a pre-made power bank. I definitely think you could get more efficiency out of these because you get to choose the batteries. You could put a pair of Panasonics or Sanyos or maybe a pair of LGs inside, making it a very solid power bank, especially for the price. The price for this unit is $11.79, so it's fairly expensive because it doesn't come with any sort of batteries. It comes empty, of course, but it comes with a little micro USB cable. I tested the amperage, or how much current this can deliver. It does a great job. It can deliver 2.1 amps max, which is excellent for such a cheap cable which they provide with it. The unit itself only comes in one color, which is black. And I shall quickly switch this on to demonstrate how nice Tomo software is. It's very nice software. As you can see, it powers on. It takes a bit of time. It shows the percentage. Don't mind the brightness of the screen here. It's not this bright in reality. It's just the camera having too much exposure. As you can see the levels of both batteries, and you can see the input basically. It takes up to 2 amps. It can draw up to 2 amps, and there's 2 USB outputs on the back and a power switch. One USB output gives out 2.1 amps, and the other one is a standard 1 amp output. Let me just quickly push this back out so you can see the insides. The internals are quite simple. I've put a pair of the batteries which I reviewed in a previous video inside, and they're doing quite fine. The batteries have protection circuitry, so it seems like the battery bank does support batteries with protection circuitry. I've used this extensively. I think it's one of the best power banks I've ever owned, and I definitely congratulate Tomo for putting such good software or such a nice little chip inside this, because it does a great job of charging. Very stable. It indicates how much the cells are charged. It doesn't overcharge them. It doesn't overvolt them. It's amazing. Essentially, it just does the job for quite an adequate price, in my opinion. There's also a 4-battery version for this of this power bank, but I decided to go with a two-cell version because it was lightweight and it seemed a bit more compact. I'll quickly give you a rundown of the packaging, and that will be the end of the review. It comes with a simple little user manual. Nothing inside. It's just telling us to review the product. Nothing really essential. It just shows the direction of which the device has to be slid to open up the battery enclosure. It says counterfeits must investigate for some reason on the back. I guess they're quite proud of their products and they don't like counterfeit products being put on the market. On the back, it explains how you should plug it into a micro USB charger to charge up the 18650 cells. And besides that, the packaging was quite solid. It doesn't look quite genuine, but it's the real deal. I think Tomo does a great job of both packaging and creating really good extensible products. Some of you might recognize the software because it's the exact same as Soshine software, but it's much cheaper. Generally, Soshine battery banks such as this go for a much higher price. So you're getting a great deal, actually, for this little power bank. It's amazing, in my opinion. I definitely think you should purchase this, especially if you're quite into 18650 batteries and portable flashlights, because you can charge up your flashlight batteries with it, or you can charge up your headlamp batteries with it, and it does a great job of doing so. And the beauty of these little products is basically you don't have to rely on those cheap AC to DC converters, which have probably very unstable current delivery or unstable voltage delivery, because you could just use your own USB charger. You can use something like this, maybe a 2 amp Apple charger, which is actually quite well built considering Apple usually tends to skimp on power circuitry on their MacBooks and so on and so forth. So this is a good charger, and you can pair it with pretty much any USB output port. You could even put it on a PC output port for very incredibly stable voltages. Overall, perfect product, good build quality, solid, and it gets the job done. Thank you very much for watching this quick and dirty review. I'll be leaving the purchase links for this Tomo battery bank in the description, both affiliate and non-affiliate, and stay tuned for more.